Hey peoples, what's up? This is Ulysses. I'm doing another video game collection video. If you're interested, feel free to watch. And that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna go ahead first and try to do the PlayStation series. As you recall, I did a Nintendo series that's all in the list. So if you are interested in seeing my collection of Nintendo games, amiibos, and all that stuff, feel free to go ahead and watch those other videos. But right now, this set of 4 or even maybe 5 videos is going to be all dedicated to my PlayStation collection. So no further ado, let's start the video. Welcome again, guys. This is Ulysses, and we're going to start doing this PlayStation 1 collection reveal. I'm going to show you guys all my PlayStation 1 collection that I've been collecting since when I was a kid, and I still have pretty much all the games I have. Maybe I traded some of them, maybe to get something. Maybe I was low in cash and I wanted to buy that game and then fell for the trap of trade-ins and stuff like that. But I'm gonna do something different than I didn't do with the Nintendo ones. I'm gonna show you the game, and then I'm gonna say I beat it and I don't beat it. I don't even know how many games of these I beat, and if by any chance have I even played it. Because some of these games came to me for free. I don't know how I got them, but I guess somebody said, "Hey, you want these?" Because I don't remember buying "You Want to Be a Millionaire." I don't remember buying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's my first one I'm going to show you guys. I don't remember buying this game at all, and somehow it has been in my pile for years. I have a feeling that maybe it was in somebody's pile and they were like, "Here, you want this game?" I don't know how it ended up in my collection, but it is here and I got it. It's spanking new. It could be I saw it for $1 and I did buy it somewhere. I don't know, but it is the second edition, as you can see. Second edition with that, what's his name, Reggie? Yeah, Reggie. So we're gonna go ahead with this genre, which is sports and like game shows and stuff like that. So the next one is Cool Borders, number 3. By the way, never played it. That's how I know I never bought it. Cool Borders 3. I tell you guys, I really don't know if I bought this game or it was just given it to me. I would never buy Cool Borders. I would never go to say, "Hey, I want Cool Borders." I mean, it's a great game, I'm assuming. It looks cool, but I would never go to the store and buy Cool Borders. I don't know. Maybe it was in a bargain bin, like I said, and I mean, it seems like I did buy it because it has the little strip. Did I play it? I don't even remember if I played it. Maybe I did. Did I beat it? No, I did not beat it. But yeah, I got Cool Borders 3. Hey, I definitely know I didn't buy this one. And the funny thing is that this pile, I think this was all given to me, except for the last one. I know where I got that from. Yeah, I know I didn't buy golf. I don't like golf, but I do got Tiger Woods 99. Like I said, I think it could have been the day of the fire. My house got in fire. I was able to save all my games. They were very protected, but my whole house burned down. And I know where I was working, they found out, and they knew I was like a big video game person. So I had a couple donations, but I don't remember none of it being a PlayStation 1 games. But yeah, I don't know how I got this. Maybe it was a $1 deal, and I said, "Let me pick that up," and went with it. Buy 2, get 3 for free. I don't know, but it ended up in my hands. So here, Tiger Woods. Did I play it? No, never did. No, I would not buy this either. If I bought this, it was because it was on sale, like in a retro game store or something like that. That's the only thing I could think of. And you know, I was a big wrestling fan back in the days. I'm not no more. But this is WWE or F. I think it's WWF Attitude Era. Yeah, that's an F. So that's how long ago this game came out. I want to see 19. Yeah, I can't see it. I don't see no dates. But did I play it? Maybe I did play it. I think I played it in the Dreamcast, or I played it in the PlayStation. I just don't remember playing it. Did I beat it? No, I did not beat it. Um, like I said, I don't know how I got these games. I think it was just here, take them. That's what I really think it was. People getting rid of their games. Major League Baseball 2003. Now I'm going by categories like sports and puzzles right now, by different genres. But yeah, and then I got NBA Shootout. I don't know what year it is because it ripped the thing. Let me see if the city says it. Oh, 2000. So NBA Shootout 2000. Jason Kidd in the cover, Phoenix Suns, and all that controversial thing that he did. I just see a pattern here. 989 Studios. I remember that studio very well. I guess this person who gave me these games just didn't like them. I don't know. But yeah, NFL Game Day 2003. Again, I would never buy this game. I don't buy sports games, and that's why I know it was handed down to me. The only one in that pile that I think I would have bought in a very discounted price, like $1 or $2, would be the WWF one, because at that time I was a big fan. Now this one I know where I got it. This one, I don't know if you have a brother or sisters, that sibling fights. You know, I got the better game or anything like that, and what you will call it. My brother bought this, I guess, for himself. He must have got it in the bargain bin, and I know it's his because he has a cigarette burn on the case. He must have dropped a cigarette on it. It's funny. I'm gonna show you that too. But it's Star Wars Rebel Assault #2, 2-disc, and there it is. And if you look at it in the corner, see the cigarette butt burn right there? There's a hole right here. Hilarious. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, he burned it, managed to burn it. I played it. I know for a fact I didn't beat it. It was kind of weird, the games. It was like video game, and then the CGI was not CGI, it was like more movie like. I think you folks that have played it know what I'm talking about. So I don't even know if it's good. I know for a fact I didn't beat it. But my brother just said, I'm gonna just sell all my stuff and stuff. And I'm like, wait, let me get this game then. Is that the only one you want? Yeah. I was like, all right, cool, let me get it. Maybe, nah, I don't think he had these sports games either. But yeah, I think this was the only one I got from him. So it just stuck out from his collection, and I just saved it. And I bet you there's a lot of stories out there that people have a collection, and pretty much that's how they got their games. They would just hand it down to them or something like that. So that's how I got that one from my brother. The next genre I'm gonna do is one of my favorite ones. It's gonna be the racing ones, but I don't got too many racing games for the PlayStation. You know, if you look at my collections, Xbox, PlayStation, Sega, Nintendo, I do have a lot of racing games. I love the genre very much, and it's just a real cool, you know, for me it was when I played this game in particular, I was like, wow, the racing game, they brought up the level up real good. And this was like way back in the beginning of PlayStation era. I mean, this is how the PlayStation was, how big it was. As you can see, Rebel Assault was right here. This is how small the Rebel Assault was, and this is how they used to sell games. Now I don't know how many games came out like this. I usually remember going to Electronic Boutique, which is now GameStop, and buying it, and it was pre-owned for $9.99. And when you open it, you know, it has the booklet and some other stuff. So you take it out like that, and it has the CD right there. This is one of the best games I ever had when I started playing racing games again, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I was like, yo, I love this game, and I'm gonna start buying more. I remember having a conversation with a guy in the store. He's like, hey, how you like the Ridge Racer? I was like, I love that game. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like the only one that tells me that. I was like, no, that game is real good. I like the Ridge Racers and the Pro RMs and other games like that. But when they brought that, I was like, no, you can see trees. You can see your car going up and down. This is like pre Gran Turismo and pre Forza Sports, you know, Need for Speed and stuff like that. So it was just amazing to me when I saw it. Um, and then from there it just flew. I love racing games a lot. Like all my friends was like, "What you gonna play? A racing game?" I was like, "Yep, that's what I'm gonna play." I remember when I bought this, it was in a GameStop, and I just happened to see a pile of PlayStation games. I'm like, let me just check here, see if I see something I need or I want. And actually, I found Need for Speed Hot Pursuit #3, and as you can see, it was just $2.99, and I was like, I'll take that. And oh shit, and yeah, I picked it up, and I was very happy. Pick it up. This is one of the real good game. This also reminded me of Ridge Racer when I played it, and then the cops. The reason I picked this up is I actually visited a friend of mine's a long time ago. We were in high school, and he had this game. And he's like, "Yo, Yuli, you gotta come play this game." And I was playing. I was like, "Oh wow, this game is real good. I gotta buy this game." "Yeah, you gotta buy it," but I never did. But then that memory came back to me, and I was like, "Yeah, I gotta buy it now." For my boy Jose. If you're seeing this, Jose, that's the reason I bought it. The next is a series of, I'm not sure if this is even a racing game. It's more of a, you know, get to the finish line first. It was after Ridge Race. I remember buying this, and I loved it. You know, I was like, wow, this game is real good. And hours and hours just trying to get to first place, me and my brother. And we was just like, this is awesome. And it was Jet Moto 1. Like, I want to put this on right now and play it, you know what I'm saying? Awesome game. And then I have the rest of the series, which is also Jet Moto 2. And then also I got the Jet Moto 3. Like, a lot of people didn't know this was even released. I remember picking this up in a website called GameExtreme.com. I'm not sure if they're even up anymore. But I saw it there, I was like, yo, oh, it is also 989 Studios. That's funny. I was just like, I never knew it came out. And then they were saying something about Part 4. I never found Part 4. It could be that Part 4 came out in PlayStation 2, or it came out in a different country, but it was never released in North America. So, did I play this? Yes. Did I play 2? No. And 3? No, because I never finished Part 1. And that's how I roll. I don't finish Part 1. I don't go to the next one. I always wanted them in my collection. Eventually, I will play them and probably put them in the system, or probably emulate them and see if it works and play them there. I still remember me renting this game. Yeah, renting this game. We don't even rent games anymore, but renting this game, and I remember there was no games to rent, and I was like, what am I gonna rent? And then that little bug of racing games came up, and I was like, you know, let me just rent this new game that I'm seeing here I've never seen before, called Gran Turismo. And it blew me away. Like, I was like, look at the replay. Look at, you could change the angles, and like, yo, it was so good. So good. And I just want to play it right now. But yeah. The other one is Gran Turismo 2 also, and those are the only two that came out for PlayStation. But when I played Gran Turismo 1, I was just blown away on the graphic wise, and I was like, wow, Sony is just hits after hits, you know. I was more towards Nintendo, but then I was saying like, whoa, Sony's bringing it hard. It's like, if you had a Nintendo, it was because you still grew up with Nintendo, and that's why you were a fan. But if you wanted, like back then, it was like, if you really wanted like an adult console, PlayStation was the one to play and get. I'm not sure if you understand what I mean, but I played both of them. I liked both of them. But if you really wanted to play serious games and adult games, maybe like teenagers or even adult, Sony was the one. Because it just seems like, to me, and I might get a lot of slack with this, I still love Nintendo, but it seems like Nintendo never wanted to grow up from that stage. They always wanted it to be friendly games and stuff like that. And now I see a little bit of change. Some games are all out like that, like kind of docious, and it was kind of cool. But I just feel like they just never grew up when they pretty much raised all the kids that started playing video games. like me. I don't know. It seems like they just stay behind. That's all. I love Nintendo. I love their content, and I still play it. Their graphics are great, but it's just like, I don't know. Their audience is more for kids, and it brings the kid in me, and that's why I continue playing it all the time. I support Nintendo 100%. With anything they bring, the Zeldas, the Mario's, the all Nintendo franchises, except, oh my God, I'm gonna get so much slack with it. Never played it. I'm never interested. Animal Crossing, never bought that, and Pokemon. Never was a fan of Pokemon. That's enough with Nintendo stuff. Back to the PlayStation. This genre here is more like stealth horror kind of genre. So this is what we're gonna check out. I remember buying mostly all these games. Let me see. Actually, I bought all these games, and I actually bought a game twice. But yeah, first one is Fear Effect Part 1. I played it, very crazy story, never beat it. So yeah. And then I also got Fear Effect Part 2. I can never take these stickers out. I wish I could just rip them out and then on there, but it's so annoying. I want to see the full cover and I can't because they keep on ripping like that. But here you go. That's number 2 of Fear Effect. Never played it because I never beat Part 1, but I'm glad it's in my collection. A lot of people tell me, you have all these games, but you don't play them, and what's going on? Dude, there's no time to play all these games. It came to a point that I was collecting games like comic books, and maybe a lot of you could relate, but yeah, I was collecting that comic books, like, but then I still try to play it, and I played Part 1, but I didn't play Part 2. Maybe somebody could keep count on what I played and what I didn't play. Another one's a series. I remember buying all these 3. The last one I bought was an FYE, and it was still like 25 bucks. I'm like, wow, why is it still that expensive? But you know, I'm glad I picked it up because I was not thinking about picking it up, and I was talking with my boy, if you're seeing this, Chris from FYE, and he was like, "You gonna complete the collection?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna complete the collection." And now this is like already PlayStation 2 is out, but these were like the PlayStation 1 scattered around in stores that you could get for cheap and stuff like that. But yeah, Part 1 was Siphon Filter. I did play it and I did beat it. I was just very impressed with this. The whole night vision, I think they knocked it out of the park. Now Part 2 and Part 3, I did not play Part 3 yet. I did not finish Part 2. And that's Siphon Filter Part 2. I don't know, I guess I was not feeling it afterwards, and that's why I didn't finish it. And then Part 3, of course, that's the one I bought with my friend in the store, and I haven't played it. Don't know why, but they're great games. Maybe one day I'll sit down and just dedicate myself in playing those games. I remember buying this game coming up, and I still can't take the sticker out. It's called Tactical Rescue Assault Group. So for short, TRAG. Is that TRAG? And look at how much I bought it for. And GameStop, $5.99. And it's one of these. When I opened it, I saw this, and I was all into anime, and I was like, wow, that looks all animation. That's gonna be cool. It's a Resident Evil kind of rip-off. I don't think there's any zombie in this, but there's some type of monster. I did beat it from beginning to end, and it was a good story, and I liked it. I gotta try it out again and see. I liked that one a lot. The next one are some of my favorite games. Hoping some remakes will be made out of these. It's like my boy RGT85. He wants that Dino Crisis remake. And yes, I got the Dino Crisis. I remember buying this and keep on hearing and reading with the magazines and stuff that this is the next Resident Evil series. They're getting all the ideas from Resident Evil, and I was like, Resident Evil, psh, I gotta play this. And that's what I did. I played it. It's a double disc, and it's funny because it has in the back of the disc, when you open it, it has the demo for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. And if you see, this was the kind of work that you saw in the game. This game was awesome. Can't wait for the remake, if they ever do a remake. It's gonna be awesome. Remember here. Yeah, Dino Crisis 1. And then a lot of people didn't know that Dino Crisis 2 came out, and also picked that one right away. Picked it up in the store, and that was just awesome. This series is just awesome. This series needs to come back. Capcom is wasting their time. I'm not gonna say wasting their time, but they do have a new dinosaur game coming out. Exoskeleton, I think it's called. Come on, just bring the remake. Bring these dinosaurs out again. I want to shoot these dinosaurs. There is a part 3, but it never came out for Sony and none of the systems. It did came out for the original exclusive Xbox. It was exclusive for the original Xbox. That's what I meant to say. The next series is one of my favorite series, and I remember having the whole series brand new, and you know, not the greatest hits. I had it in the black label. When I say black label, is this black label right here. You will see the next one I'm going to show you. You're going to see that it's green, and right here it says greatest hits. I had this series all in the black label. However, I guess somebody decided to go to my room when I was there, or I decided to do a 5-finger discount and took Resident Evil 1, my regular standard edition, and I couldn't find it no more. And I just put 2 and 2 together. Somebody must have just took it, and I never got it. And when I tried to buy it, it just was too expensive, and I'm not trying to buy it again. I have it here. It introduced the DualShock, which was cool, and it's one of my favorite series in the PlayStation era. I remember this very well. I bought, what was it called? Bushido Blade. I don't got that game anymore, but I remember I went to a store here called GameStop. No, Funko Land. GameStop. Funko Land. And the guy was trying to sell me this, and I'm like, what is this? This is stupid. This looks real stupid. And he's like, he's the best game in PlayStation. I'm like, man, whatever. Can I get Bushido Blade? And because I was like a little bit of fighting game stuff. And he's like, you sure? I was like, yeah, I want Bushido Blade. So me and my brother started playing Bushido Blade. We kind of liked it. We didn't like that we had like a power of one-hit kill. And I don't know. The guy said something to me like, if you don't like it, bring it back and I'll give you this one. And I was like, all right. So we kind of liked it, but we didn't like it. And I was like, let me just bring it back and get that Resident Evil game. Oh my God, we got the Resident Evil game. We didn't stop playing until like 6 in the morning. I was like, yo, this game is good. I guess if you have a salesman, a good salesman, if he's telling you that, it's because they know the facts. However, that was part 1. This is part 2, which has the classic look, meaning that it's not the greatest hits. Greatest hits used to go for like 39, maybe 29. Regular ones was always 50. So that was the big difference. This means that it sold certain amount of copies and it became a greatest hits. I don't know how much was that number. Maybe somebody in the comments could say how much was that number. And then the other one, of course, is Resident Evil Nemesis Part 3. I did play all 3. I did beat all 3. Just like Dino Crisis, I played them and beat them. Excellent series. The next one, I remember this very well because me and my buddy in Funkoland, we used to talk about the first one that came out in the NES. And I still remember the day I picked this up. I still remember my name being the first one on the list. I remember this is the day I actually bought Phantasy Star Part 1 for the Sega Master System from my friend, because he was selling it too for 40 bucks. So I bought this game plus the 40 bucks of Phantasy Star, and I was like, I'm never gonna find this game ever. Let me get it right now, and I picked it up. But this game is Metal Gear, the original Metal Gear. Also the classic look, not greatest hits. It has some cool artwork here. And recently in the Summer Game Fest 2023, they announced that they're doing a whole collection. So that's awesome. I might pick it up, I'm not sure. I might. I just love how it's really nice and neat still, intact since I bought it. And I bought this a long time ago. I love this page. I used to stare at this page all the time. And then of course there was promoting Silent Hill 1. I was like, I gotta buy that one. All right. Next genre is gonna be fighting games, right, guys? So, this is actually one of the first games I bought. Not this one, but the second one I'm gonna show you guys. Actually, the first one I'm gonna show you. What am I talking about? This is how PlayStation 1 games used to come out, and then of course I'm gonna demonstrate is Street Fighter Alpha 1. And I remember seeing this for a very long time in the GameStop, and nobody was picking it up. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. I like the cover and everything like that. And you know, you open it, it has the booklet, big CD, big booklet. It's awesome. And that's the back of it. And you know, coming from Super Nintendo, playing, you know, Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter, all that stuff, it was just great seeing that stuff there, and was very happy I picked this up. Even though I would prefer this, but having this look here and there is very, like I showed, the Ridge Racer is more like the glassy look. This was more like the cardboard look. Yeah, I liked this a lot. I just bought it for, I guess, nostalgia, and it's awesome. Anyways, next one is Street Fighter Alpha 2, which is awesome. Played it, beat it, played it, beat it. Next one is Street Fighter Alpha EX Plus. Street Fighter Plus, I don't know, what is it? Street Fighter EX 1 Plus Alpha. Yeah, this was given to me for my birthday, and I don't like this crap here. Can't stand that shit. But yeah, the person bought it for me for my birthday. I don't remember who it was, but it was awesome. They bought it. They just gave it to me like this. Hey, here you go. Happy birthday. I was like, oh, cool. Thanks. I was like, well, let's go play this now. And then I also picked up this one, Street Fighter Alpha EX Plus Alpha Part 2. And I think they were going for the look of 3D. Also, like Virtua Fighter, Mortal Kombat look. So I think that's why they did that. And it got to number 3 in PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2, and they stopped that series. I don't know why, but they stopped it. Then they got the crossovers, which I liked, but the first one I got is Marvel Super Heroes. I did play this one. I beat it, all the characters and stuff. It was awesome. I bought this, and I know I bought this one in one of the game exchange. It was dirt cheap, and I was like, I'm gonna pick this up. I also remember buying this online, and it's the game of X-Men Children of the Atom #1 Smash arcade game. I also got it for the Saturn. I think that's why I bought it, because the Saturn already had the cover, so I wanted the cover. And then I also got the Marvel Super Heroes versus Street Fighter, as you can see. Big crossover here, first one ever, and that is the back of it. Awesome. And then also they did another crossover, which was X-Men versus Street Fighter. So pretty much Marvel again, but only the mutants this time. And yeah, that was the collection there. Another crossover. You know, I didn't jump on this when it came out. I was not into Neo Geo that much, but yeah, Capcom versus SNK. It's called Pro. I played it, and it was great. I knew more Street Fighter than SNK. I guess that's what I'm saying. The other one is the X-Men Mutant Academy, and then of course Part 2 of the same one. And then we got the Triple Series, which is, I didn't buy this right away. I was like, I'm not buying this game. This is like a rival to Street Fighter, and I don't want to play it. Then I played it and I liked it, and it's nothing like Street Fighter, but a lot of fun. And that is Tekken, Tekken 2, and of course Tekken 3. Now this game I'm going to go ahead and talk about. I remember talking to one of my boss, and I was working on a retail store, and he comes in, and all of us in the store, we are all gamers, And he's like, yo, Yuli, you need to play this game. And he just goes ahead and does this. And I'm like, what the heck is that? I did buy it. I did beat it. And he's like, yo, the way he described it, it just seems so cool. He's like, yeah, you got this guy, and his finishing move, they're not fatalities, but it's, you know, it's at the end when you beat the guy, and he just rips his chest open and starts throwing rockets in the air, and the rockets hit the guy. It's just incredible. I'm like, wow. So he let me borrow it. When he let me borrow it, I bought it right away. I was like, that game is real good. And I want to show you the characters. These are the characters here. And you see the guy with the red right here? That's the guy with the rockets. I forgot all their names, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's all the characters. And it's called Evil Zone. If you have not played it, Evil Zone. Evil Zone. I recommend it 100%. This game is awesome. Try it out, watch the movies or trailers, see how you like it. It's great. And as you can see here, that's one of the finishing moves on the second picture right there. She's holding the character up in the air, and I think she's gonna slam him down or something like that. I don't recall. It's been a while. Evil Zone. That is my fighting genre game collection right there. We're gonna go ahead and check out the like kind of platformy classic games. Right? Is that it? Also puzzles, superheroes. Yeah, this is all gonna be like platformers and side scrollers and puzzles and stuff like that. First I'm gonna show you guys gonna love it. It's a classic, and that's Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I did have this one in the black label, but I don't know if that's even matter anymore. I sold it. I traded it. This is one of the ones I traded. I was not feeling it because it was not Sound and Belmo. But then I went ahead and played it again. And I said, you know what, this game is actually real good, and I kept it. Then I got this one called Shadow of the Darkness, which is also Ninja. By Eidos, the people that make Tomb Raider and stuff like that. So a lot of people may not know this game, but this game is very good. Kind of weird, the mechanics, but very good. Of course, you cannot own a PlayStation without playing a Tomb Raider. I know a lot of people got this game. So I went ahead and bought part 2 as well. And part 3. So now there was a part 4, but I think I bought it for another system. I think that was called Revelations, if I'm not mistaken. That's awesome. Superhero genre, the only one I picked up in this series is Spider-Man. And then of course I picked up Spider-Man 2. This game I picked it up because I used to see my mom play it a lot, and I was like, oh Mom, I know what the game is, but that particular version of that game, it looks real cool. He's like, yeah, you get this little guy, and you get him to walk over here and get the crystals. And she was just explaining all the game. She was a big fanatic of puzzle games. And that is Tetris Plus. And I remember buying this brand new for $5. You can see the price right there. And I bought it because I saw how much fun my mother used to have. This is another puzzle here, Wrap the Wrapper. I don't have the cover. This something was somebody just gave it to me loose. And then I have a double case here, so I also got the Pac-Man World in the back. And then I got one of my favorite genres here. I'm gonna keep that to the end. But this one is Strider 2. It also comes with Strider 1, which is awesome. So it came with both of them. So Strider 1 is right there, and then of course Strider 2 is right there with the artwork. Amazing. And then this game is one of my favorite games ever. A lot of people hate this game, but for some reason I think it's the comedic relief. I don't know, Where's Your Anus, you know? And that is the game Blasto. I recommend this game to a lot of people. A lot of people didn't like it. Some did, but I liked it a lot. Loved it. I think I got it twice. I bought it again by mistake, thinking I didn't have it. I was been trying to get this trilogy, but they're just so expensive now that it's hard to get. But I did get a brand new copy of Spyro the Dragon, Part 1. So I did play it. I didn't beat it, but I did play it. And then I never got part 3 of this one, but I also got Crash Bandicoot and Crash Bandicoot 2. And eventually I'll get part 3 someday. Now, one of my favorite series, and this is one of these games that I treasure, but I still don't got one of them for the collection. Like the physical copy, I do have the Legacy collection from 1 through 6, and then the X's all the way up to 9s and stuff. I got all that collection, but the physical alone game I don't have. And that is, but let me show you this real quick. This is Mega Man 8. And then I got the game I didn't have before was a Super Nintendo, and it was Mega Man X3 to complete my collection of all the Mega Mans. Maybe somebody don't want it. They could send it to me. That'd be great. Or sell it to me. That'd be great. But then, you know, I had to continue in buying Mega Man X4, Mega Man X5, Mega Man X6, which I never played because I never beat 5 or 4 or 8. These games are extremely hard, and you will get frustrated and you will stop playing, and you will break your controller. Not throw it at the TV line, you will just break it so much that you'll be playing. This game is ridiculous hard. And I have beaten all the rest of them before it, but these, ridiculous hard. Now, we're going to go ahead for the last genre here. We're going to go to the long stretch. And if you haven't guessed, last genre is what PlayStation was all the time and what PlayStation was known for. And it was the best place to play RPGs. So, and that's hands down, no doubt. You go to any store and say what kind of game you want to play, what kind of console you want to buy. I want to buy something that can play RPGs, and the first thing they say is PlayStation. So let's get to it and give respect where it needs to be done. First RPG genre game that I have is called RPG Maker. I bought this. I played it for a little bit. It was kind of weird, but it was cool at the same time, and it was awesome. It's all breaking apart, this case. Oh my god, why did I open it? I need to get me a double case again. Damn, that really sucks. Anyways, next game RPG that I have is Vagrant Story. I played a little bit of it, never beat it, but I heard it was good. Someday I'll beat it. Also got The Legend of Dragoon. I bought it, played a little bit just like the other one. I think at this time I was just collecting RPGs just to collect them. But a lot of people tell me that this is a bad game. I cannot confirm that. Like I said, I play a little bit. It looks good. So maybe someday I'll pop it in and just non-stop play it. This one also I have. I picked this up because the cover looked cool. Again, anime. And that is Jade Cocoon Part 1. And then this one, this series, a person told me you need to buy Part 2 of this series. It's the best RPG in PlayStation. I haven't played it yet. I heard that it's a real good game. I remember picking it up and I was like, wow, I spent all that money for that game and I still haven't played it. But Part 1 is Suikoden Part 1. And then if you know your systems very well, the next one is Suikoden Part 2. I hope I'm saying that correct. Suikoden. Oh, Suko. I'm saying it wrong. I know. Suikoden. I don't know. Whatever. But here you go. I played this one. I haven't beat it. Great RPG. I remember it. But then it got crazy a little bit, and I was like, wait a second, let me stop, and never put it back in. But that is the Xenogears. Now, I'm not sure if it's called Xenogears X, because it has that X at the background, but I think it just represents the X at the beginning of Xenogears. As you can remember, Xenogears Chronicles X, that was a side story from the S series right there. And that is the original, not classic. Now, Greatest Hits a lot of people want this game now, and it has 2 discs. And I hear that the disc number 2 was just put together, and it's not like if you beat the disc number 1, you pretty much beat the game. And this is just a lot of talking. Now, a lot of people don't know, but this is more of an RPG element, but a lot of people put it as a horror game. They're the creators, I'm sorry, not creators, but it includes the Debo City of Xenogears, Bushido Blade 2, Brave Fencer Machine, and Final Fantasy VIII. That is Parasith Eve Part 1. That's awesome. I forgot that they have this demo. And that's what was cool about the PlayStation. They always had little demos here and there in the games. You know, a little extra, so it could get you all hooked in on buying the next good game. That's marketing for you, right? Parasith Eve. I did play it. I went all the way to the end. I got to some baby, and it just was so hard that I just stopped. There was something else I wanted to play. Again, I have this game. I like Part 3 a lot. Never played Part 4, but I do have it, so when I play it, I'll be able to enjoy it. It's the classic role-playing game from SNES now to the PlayStation, and that's Breath of Fire 3 and Breath of Fire 4. Here are the covers. Looks like a lot of fun. I remember playing part 3, and I was having a whole bunch of fun, but I stopped because something else came out and I wanted to play that. This is Chrono Cross. This game just came out again on the new systems as a digital download, but yeah, I got the original here. I played it for a little bit. I got these right here, but I never played any of them except when it gets to a certain point. And this is the last part of the games, and that is Final Fantasy Origins Part 1 and 2. Then I got Final Fantasy Chronicles, which brings number 4. However, it comes also with Chrono Trigger, the one that came out for the Super Nintendo, which represents, I always thought it could be, I'm not sure, it could always be the sequel to Chrono Cross. Oh, the prequel, I'm sorry, prequel. And then I got a collector's package of Final Fantasy Anthologies, which consists of Final Fantasy 4 and I think it's only 4 and 5, right? 2 completed classic RPGs in one collection. Contains Final Fantasy V, never before released in the US, and Final Fantasy VI. So, if you have this collection, you have 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. 3 never came out, but it has come out now with the Pixel Final Fantasy that you can't find nowhere. And I think Part 3 came out somewhere else in PlayStation like that too. But yeah, I remember playing this game, and I never beat it, but I was very far. It's the classic Final Fantasy Tactics. And then, of course, this is the first game I ever played. And I remember buying this game, and this is the reason I bought the game. I bought a PlayStation because I saw the commercial, and I was like, wow, I can't believe how good that game looks. I need to buy that game. So I bought a PlayStation. I remember saving all my money. I was working in a supermarket, and I saved all my money that 2-3 weeks. And I went and bought the PlayStation, got me the Final Fantasy VII, and I went home, not knowing that you need to buy also a memory card, even though the kid told me, Funkaland, you need a memory card, you know, right? I was like, no, I'm good. All right. 2 days later, I went back and got me a memory card because I was playing Final Fantasy VII. And if you don't pause it, it never saves. So, and I wanted to beat that one, and I did from beginning to end. The only, what do they call materials, right? Or summoners. The only one I didn't get was Alexandria. Never found them in the snow. Maybe I'll go back and play it. I'll play the remix. I'm not sure if they have it. I heard that it's not the same story, but never know. I never played it. I got it, but I never played it also. I played this one from beginning to end and beat it. Final Fantasy VIII. I remember picking this up, but I was in a craze of buying Dreamcast games. But when I saw this, I was like, I gotta buy that game, and I bought it finally. Oh my god, the card game base alone, it's this game. If you never played Final Fantasy VIII, go pick it up. Emulate it. I don't know how you play it. Just go pick it up and go right away. I mean, they have them in downloads on PlayStation 5 and also on Xbox. Just go buy it there digitally and play the card game. Oh my god, that card game was amazing. Final Fantasy VIII. Never beat it, but I played it a lot. Never beat it. Never played Part 9, but I do got it. And a lot of people tell me it's the best of the series. I came across the ending. I kind of wish I never did, but on YouTube, you know. And for some reason I couldn't look away. But I heard this is a real good game and I cannot wait to play it. But I might play it for the Xbox because it has achievements and it has better graphics, PC graphics. And Final Fantasy IX will be completing this collection of my PlayStation 1. Folks, let me know what you think. I'm sorry if I discouraged you when I said I didn't play it just for a little bit, and you must like that game or love that game and I didn't give it a chance. It's not that I didn't give it a chance, it's that at that time when I was playing it, maybe I was tired, maybe I was not bored, or maybe I just didn't want to play it and I stopped playing it and never went back. But now that I look at them, it gives me this itch that I want to play some of these games. I did download all of these games for my emulator. Maybe I'll play it through my emulator and get it from there. Also, a collection is never complete until you get the whole complete set. I'm not thinking about buying a whole complete set, but if you saw something I don't have and you know for a fact that it's real good, maybe a 7 or 8 or 9 in reviews, and that I should have it in my collection, feel free to tell me. It could be any genre, RPGs, racing, strategy, horror. I'll be more than happy to try it out and see if I add it to my next collection. Maybe we'll do another video if I get like 10 more games or not. I haven't bought a PlayStation 1 game for a very long time. There are some things I need to collect, like the Crash Bandicoots and the Spyro, and maybe another game here or there. But this is another game I bought. I don't have it in my collection. I wish I had it. It was called Intelligent Qube. All you fans out there know what I'm talking about. Great game. I love it. If I could come across that, I think I will buy that. But I haven't seen it for a while. Anyways, guys, this is me, Ulysses, signing off. I hope you liked the video. Tell me if you have any of these games. Tell me if you have any questions, comments. I don't know, rate my collection of Part 1. And don't forget that Part 2 of PlayStation 2 games are coming soon. So take care, guys, and I see you on the next video. Peace.